gloss here, Lombard. I think you have to be Lombard. Let's check. Okay, so we are changing the color of these caps here on the tires. This is also okay. So let's see which is the... Okay, that's it. So here they're black, or we can make them another color maybe. Let's see here. Caliper paint, caliper gray, no. Chrome, we can add a chrome there. Let's see how it will looks with chrome. No, it's not good. I don't like it. Car paint. Yeah, let's make them black. Black. Okay, are they ready? Let's see. Okay, they're ready. So now it's time for the caliper, which will be red. A caliper, not carbon fiber caliper paint. Let's make it red or gray. Let's see. So let's change the brakes. Perfect. Okay. And the plate, I think the plate is the discs inside. So let's see. Oh, no. Okay. That's good. Is there something which white gloss? Okay, let's add white gloss. Here. And let's check now our car. So let's switch to Path Tracer to see in Path Tracer how it looks. Okay. Tires looks okay inside. Everything is black. And the view, it looks okay. Okay, guys, we're ready with the materials of the car. Of course, you can use any material you want. And see you in the next lecture. Okay, now I'm going to show the assets which I prepared. So let's go inside Quixel. And here I place them in favorites. So here are some of the assets which looks good for our project. We're going to use only assets from Quixel, maybe some assets from Sketchfab, like buildings or traffic lamps or something like that, because I didn't find anything in Quixel about that. But here we have some signs. We have a material for the asphalt, for the road, here for the sidewalks. Here we have some plates, something like, I don't know. What's this? Parking roadside. Okay, it will work for us. Looks good. We have some containers, some industrial stuff, pallets, wood tarp. Okay, this will be okay for our scene. And yeah, we will start to build it with some of these assets. Here was this. It's a tree. I don't want this one. I have to remove it. I just forgot it from before, from the previous projects I worked on. So yeah, we have some barriers here again. And yeah, okay, so what you have to do, you have to find them. I will show one by one now the names, and of course you can find them. Traffic cone, stop slow traffic sign, So one by one, I'm showing you the names because you want to find the same, so you can write them inside the search bar and you find them by the names which you see here. Okay, that's good. Okay, old concrete barrier, metal barricade, damaged asphalt. I think this material will be fine for our project. Or this one, asphalt road. So I prepared a couple of materials to see which one looks better. You don't have to download all of them. Trash bag. Okay. Some more. Fine American road. Maybe we won't use this. It's too perfect. Street curbs, we will use this for sure. Or this one maybe, cement curbs. We'll see which one. And the last one, cement curbs. And now you have everything what I prepared, and you can check them here and to download them. So everything is in the highest possible quality. So yeah, and here with this tick here, this is what I already downloaded. So yeah, the other stuff are not downloaded, but they're in my favorites. So you can do the same like me, guys. To be easier to find them when you prepare everything you want for your project. Okay, see you in the next lecture. Okay, everyone, now it's time to start to build our level, our highway with the assets around. And on this place, we are going to create our cinematic scenes. So let's go inside the content drawer. And here I have one folder. I'll show you later. First, let's go inside the beach scene, maps, and beach P1, as I told you before. So save here, selected, okay. And this is our parking lot where we placed our car before. So here we will start to build our new level. So you can see there are a lot of stuff on the ground, this white stuff here. So these are the decals which are inside our level. So we have to hide most of them because they're too much. For example, these sands around, we have to hide them. So let's do it. So when you click on one of them, you can see it will appear in your outliner here on the right side. So we have to see from where they're starting. So from the beginning, maybe let's see sand from here, and let's go to the end, which is the last one. Road debris, we don't need debris on the road because our car will be with run flat tires and debris will can broke it, I don't know. So here you can see we selected all of these H decals, which are like tattoos on our floor, which I told you about them before. So what we can do, we don't have to delete them. We just have to come here to the details, write visible, and to uncheck them from here. So they're not visible anymore. And you can hide also them from here to know which are stopped. And now we can see most of them here in the edges. So let's see what we can hide more. So here we have some decals which are like oil or holes on the ground, which looks good. And maybe we will make our level to look better. So we won't stop them. But these trees, grasses, we have to stop them for sure, because there aren't any grasses on the streets And here we have grass, a lot of them, shrubs. We have to stop them as well. Another weed stuff. So okay, let's click, select them. And now again, visible in details, and to check them here from. Okay, perfect. Now we stopped all of the grasses and shrubs on our level. That's good. Now it's time to place our road here in the middle of this place. So I'm going first delete this visibility here, visible, and to go in this folder assets. Okay. And in this assets, I took some stuff from different collections and projects, which I'm going to use. They're not much. Also, we are going to use some SketchUp buildings, which I will upload into the project assets folder inside the lecture. So don't worry, you can find them inside. And also in the next lectures, I will show you exactly which are these assets and from where you can download them. So let's start to placing our road here is in the middle of the project here. Okay, perfect. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it up a bit, not to be on the level on the ground here. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I will place them down a bit. Okay, like that. And here, let's see this sand. I will delete this decal because I won't need it for sure. Okay, it's deleted. Okay, I will hide my roads for now. And this parking, what sand, I don't need it for sure. Let's see. Do I need this one? Nope. So I will delete it as well. Perfect. Now it's time to, let's find our road and to unhide it. Perfect. And let's see. Okay, here there is something which makes our asset to looks like a sand. So from where is this coming? Let's check. Okay, it's not from here. I'm going to delete this stuff here because I don't need it. Only we'll keep maybe this one, or no, I will delete it. Okay, and there's a decal here, but I don't see where. Where is this? Okay, let's stop this and to move this. Haha, it's still here. Okay, it's not from this sand. I don't want to hide it. Maybe it's this one. Let's see. Yeah, it's this one. It's a big one. So I will delete it. And now, okay, perfect. We don't see the decal anymore. Now we can move it a bit next to the ground. Perfect. So how is this here? I'm going to move it a bit. Oops. Like that. Perfect. What we have here? Okay, another parking lane decal, so I'm going to delete them too. We don't need parking lights. I'm not going to hide them because we don't need them, so you can just delete them. Okay, so now it's time to add the material on it. So let's go to content drawer and to click add Quixel content. So in the favorites, we are going to use some of these materials. So let's see which materials will work better for us. This is too damaged. It will look terrible, I think. So no. Let's see. This one, parking garage asphalt. Okay, this is not a parking asphalt anymore. So this one, I think it won't be good. Here we have a rough asphalt. Okay, looks good. Let's check the next one because I think this one will be better. Asphalt road. So it's dark, it's more like an asphalt, so I think this works perfect for us. So highest quality possible and to click out. I already placed it in my project. So I will open content drawer, we'll come here to the folder Megascans, surfaces, and it's asphalt road. It's this one. And now what we have to do, when it's imported to your project, you have to click on it and here on the road and to add it here. And you can see it looks perfect for our case now. So what you can do, you can open your material, for example, by clicking 2 times here on the material. And when you're inside, you will see this like default. This is your material of the asphalt. So if you want to add more details to your material, you will click here to the tiling, you enable it, and here inside, by default, here will be 1 and 1. So let's see how it looks inside our level. Okay, it looks like asphalt, it's okay, but the parts of this asphalt looks big. So if you want to add more details and to make this material to look smaller to this plane, you have to come inside. For example, I will scale it a bit to see what will happen here on the left side and what we have to do on the right side. So here it's 1, now let's make it 2 and 2. Now we made it smaller and now it looks more like an asphalt because we have a big plane, and when it's 1, it's not working for us. We have to make it smaller by this styling on X and Y direction. So if you want to make it bigger, for example, you can write here 0.5, 0.5, and now you can see how it looks like. It's not okay for our cinematic. So 2, even 3 will be, let's try with 3 to see how it looks with 3. 3, it's too small, I think. Also, it's good, to be honest. Okay, it's good. I will keep it 3. Okay, now I will click save, and our material is already saved and it will look perfect. So now this road, I think it's too big, but don't worry, we will place some sidewalks for the people here, for some assets where we're going to place. So doesn't matter that it's a big plane. So what we are going to do first, I'm going to duplicate it now, and we have to click on it and to click and to hold Alt button and the left mouse button. And now we are duplicating and moving on the left side. Okay, so we have to increase the camera speed. Okay, something like that is perfect. And let's see, is it okay? Yes, it's mixing perfect together. Okay, let's continue to duplicating this road here. Okay, one more time. And to the end, one more time here. Okay, that's good. And now what we are going to do, we have this parking quote curbs. I'm going to delete them. I don't need them. We'll place our. Look, there are a lot. So deleting, perfect. And now what I'm going to do, okay, here you can see the line where it's ending. So I have to, what I have to do, I have to move it up a bit or no? Okay. Let's see, is it same somewhere here? Yes, it's same. So I'm going to mix them together like that, above each other. And it's also looking good. Okay, where is this? It's here. It will be here. Now we are hiding the lines. Like that. This one will be like that. Here. And here. It's perfect. Okay. We don't see any lines. The asphalt looks good. So let's continue on the right side now. Duplicating it. let's check. Okay, we see this one here. So I will put this here. And this here, here, here. Okay, so here we have another decal which I don't want. Okay, this one too. This curbs will be deleted. Okay, this is sand, and I will move this a bit like that. Perfect. And to continue with the road here. So here I have to move down a bit again. This sand. Okay, that's okay. Okay, and here we are going to make our turn, where we are going to make a drift for our car. Here. So like that. Okay. We'll leave the drift turn for later. Now this is important here. Okay, good. Now you can see how our decals are working. We have better details on our asphalt, and it's okay. So now let's click File and let's click Save and to save it. Okay, in the next video, we are going to add the sidewalks. Okay, now it's time to place the sidewalks for the people and for the assets. We won't place people, but if you want, you can do it. So again, Quixel content, and let's check which one will be better for us. This one looks good. Or this one, not this one. And let's check the third. Okay, let's use this. And it's a night. We have to, do I have something which is downloaded? Yes, this. Okay, it's same. So I will use this which is already downloaded. So let's click Add. Now we have to wait until it's in our project. Perfect. And now let's go here inside Content Drawer, Mega Scans, and 3D Assets. So Modular Concrete, Medium. It's here. Now I have to wait. Now I don't see it because it's loading still. But in a couple of seconds, I think it will be okay. We can drag it and wait to load inside our level. Drag and drop. We are still waiting. Okay, it's ready. And let's place it at the edge of our street. But not... Okay, let's see this decal. I don't need it. Okay. We have to scale it now because it's small. It will be like that. Here. It's perfect. And now let's delete this one here. I will move it here. Okay, that's good. We need a smaller road. Something like that. Perfect. So let's duplicate it now. I'm holding Alt and moving the mouse with the left button. Now I will select all of them and we'll copy them together. and again. Okay, it will be here. Same. And one more time here. Perfect. Okay, let's do the same to the opposite side now. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all of them and to duplicate them. And let's see, is it same on this side? I think it is. And to place it here. But we see the decals again. You can see we will delete these decals. Okay, let's see, is this enough for our roads? I think it is. Okay, that's good. Is it over our rocks on the left? No. It's not perfect. I will place them here. Like that. And now let's delete this decals here. Okay, that's perfect. It looks nice. The material on this sidewalks are nice. And it looks really realistic. You can see perfect. The Nanite assets are amazing. Good, and what we are going to do now, we have to hide this C because the light here is from HDRI. So as I told you, what is HDRI? This is a real footage in 360 degrees and it's giving us the realistic light. So if you want to make realistic renders, most of the time you have to use the HDRIs. But here it's on the beach and the water is not moving, so we have to hide it somehow. And what I decided when I do the cinematic is just to copy this side and to place it on the right side. So now we are going to do it. So now let's select everything here from these walls, everything one by one. Yes, it's a lot of work, guys, but the stuff are not easy and take a lot of time to be ready and to make something really cool. So this is the goal of our course, to make something nice for your portfolios and to be happy with your results. Okay, this here also, I can do it from here, but okay, I copied a lot of stuff. Here are also the decals. So let's see where are the decals and to uncheck them. Okay, I will start from beginning again. Okay, here is a cement wall, like that. This will be one by one. It's not a problem, we will do it slowly. Okay, good. And this is the last stuff on this side. I'm holding shift all the time to select them. So hold the shift when you're doing it. So the rocks as well. Okay, here I see so they are not selected. Or it is, okay, it is. Okay, now let's hold Alt and duplicate them. They do it. Okay. And now we are rotating it to the 180 degrees. And it's time to place it here. Perfect. Let's click File and Save. And we have a really good road already. Looks good. Okay, what we are going to do now? We're going to duplicate some of these rocks to the end. Okay, like that. And here on the edges, let's put something because now it looks not good. So what we are going to do here, I'm going to duplicate. First, I will move this down a bit, and I'm going to duplicate this road here, and we'll move it to the right, and we'll place it everywhere, just to hide the stuff here. Okay, perfect. Or here we can add a sand like a material. So let's go to Quixel and to look for a sand. Let's write sand and to find one sand which will be okay. Maybe this one, beach sand. Okay, let's this one, it's okay. Let's pick the highest quality. Click download. And our sand is ready, and now it's time to add it to our project by clicking the add icon. Okay, perfect. It's here, and content drawer now. Again, Megascans, surfaces, and beach sand. Click on it, and here. Okay, it looks perfect. We don't have to stretch it with the tiling. I think it's nice like that. So let's duplicate it everywhere. Again, I'm holding Alt to duplicate it. Okay, and now I'm going to copy most of them, even all of them, and to duplicate it and to place it to the opposite side. Perfect. Let's see, is it okay everywhere? Okay, this, and now let's place it. Okay, perfect. So if we see from this side, our road looks good. And if you want to see it without any icons of decals and these pivots, you have to come here, as I told you before, and game view and that's it. We don't see any icons, and it looks perfect. Here will be the animation of our car. So in the next lecture, we are going to continue to place some assets around the street. In this lecture, we are going to build our turn, where we are going to make our drift. So what we are going to do now? First, we have to fake it, because we don't have any turn roads inside Quixel. So here, I will select this one, we'll duplicate it, we'll move it here, and now I am going to rotate it a bit, like that, and now I will connect it here. And now, one more time. In the camera, it won't be possible to see the differences, so don't worry that you're making it like this, because it will look good, I am totally sure. Okay, this one here, one more time. So we are rotating with 2.812, so you can switch it from here, because it's with the best details. Also, you can do it from here, from the details menu, if you want to rotate it with different degrees, but for me this is okay. Okay, that's good. Let's continue. And rotating again. Perfect. Okay, looks good. And one more time. Rotation with 2.81. You can see it looks exactly like a turn. So we are faking it perfect. One more time. Perfect. So let's continue with one more rotation. Okay, fine. After that, we will copy all of them and we'll duplicate it and we'll place it to the opposite side. So that's why for now we are doing it only on this side. Okay, one more rotation. Okay. Here it's not perfect. Not. Okay, now it's better. And one more time. Okay. No, it's not really. Okay, fine. Now let's duplicate them. We'll start from here. And hold out and move them. Like that. Okay, it's not perfect. Let's check closer. Okay, not perfect. Okay, it's ready now. But here is going through our level. So what I'm going to do here, to be honest, we won't need this part of the level because the animation will end like that here. For example, will end here. Yep, we'll end here, our drift. So the other stuff, we don't need it. But let's make more of this asphalt road here. Can see what I'm doing. Duplicating and faking the asphalt. Okay, it was good. Maybe, let's see, if I move this down a bit. Okay, it's not perfect, so I'll bring it back. And now this sand here, I have to continue to duplicate it. Here. And here. And here. Why not here too? I will rotate this one. Perfect, this is inside, I have to move it. Okay, maybe what I want to do here, I want to make this turn even stronger, because now it's not that strong, it's a slight turn. So maybe another turn will be better. So now again here, everything with one more rotation. We are making a stronger turn for the car. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, this turn is better for the drift. So here, rotation. One more time here. Now you can see the turn is sharp, and this will give an opportunity to us to make better drift with the Shelby. Okay. Like that, it's okay. Let's check. Perfect. So our drift will end, for example, here. And the car will continue straight ahead, but the animation will stop. Perfect. When we are making cinematics, we are faking most of the scenes. We are faking the environments. Nothing is completed like in the levels. Sometimes it is, but if it's needed. But if it's not, we don't need to complete the levels or something like that. You need just an imagination and to put your camera somewhere and to build something. It's not that hard. And in this way you will save a lot of time, of course. Okay. I'm duplicating the sand here. This won't be in our viewport on the camera, but just to place it and to look good for you guys. Okay, good, let's see. here to turn it stronger, it's sharper. Maybe this side, you have to do the same for this side. Okay, let's do it. Rotating. Let's see. Or what I'm going to do, just I'll copy them again and we'll move all of them from the opposite side. So I don't have to rotate them again. Okay. I'm holding Shift and selecting everything. And out now and moving them. Oops. Let's see. Have to snap it. Okay, perfect. And now let's click save. Okay, let's see here. We need a spout. Perfect. And here, okay, and this one here, I will move it a bit like that. Even more here. And save. And now let's check how it looks here, our turn. So our camera will be placed, for example, here, and our car will come from here and will make that drift. So the turn is perfect, guys. So I recommend you to make it like me. You will save a lot of time, because if you want, you have to open the Sketchfab, look for different plates, or you have to model them inside Blender. It's not hard to model the plate to look like a turn, but here I'm showing you the fastest possible way here. Of course, we have some details here which we can fix. Let's see here how we can fix this. Okay, I will just unlock from here and we'll scale it on this side and we'll go through. Perfect. Save all. And this is for the turn. In next lecture, we are going to build the traffic barriers on the edges of the sidewalks. Okay, now it's time to add the traffic barrier on the edges here on the sidewalks. So first I'm going to extend a bit some of these assets to the end of the level. Just for our camera, looks better and like that. I will do it here. Sorry. It will be easier for me because I don't have to match it again. Here I just have to move it on the right side and it will be okay. Perfect. And here maybe I will put this down a bit, not to be in our road. Okay, nice. Now it's time to add our barrier here. So what we're going to use, we have to open the content drawer to go inside Quixel again. And now in our favorites, and here, let's see which asset to use. So for example, we have this modular metal guardrail, or I'm going to use this guardrail. So in the cinematic, in the intro, I'm using this guardrail. So why not? Let's click add. You have to download it. This is the name. You have to be nullified again. So place it inside your project. Okay, it's ready. And now it's time to add it here. So again, content, Megaskins folder, 3D assets, and modular metal guardrail here. And let's put it here. Okay, what is this? Okay, we have to wait the other two assets to load because this is only one of them. And this is the assets which we don't need, the smaller one. So I'm going to delete it. And now let's see which I will. Okay, that's it. So we'll start from here. From here. And maybe I will make them bigger. Like that. Perfect. And now let's take the, is this the middle one? Or it's not? Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate it like that. And we have this. So it looks nice. I will make one more duplicate here. One more here. And now I'm going to copy all of them and start duplicating everything. Like that. Here, like that. And like that. Okay, now it's time to copy again everything. So let's see from where it's starting. Okay, starting from here and to the end. Again, duplicating, holding Alt, moving the mouse, clicking the left button on your mouse. Let's see where is the end now. It's here. Okay, good. One more time now. And one more time here. Let's see, are they okay with the edges? Yep, they are okay. And one more time. Perfect. You're almost ready. So here, and we are closer to our turn. So here we will stop. Perfect. It's totally perfect, guys. So now it's time to build our turn here. So I will take only few of them, like 4, and we will start with them. So here, one more time, let's see. Okay, now it's with the next one, we will start rotating them. So like that. Okay, let's see, is it okay? It is. Okay, one more time. So 1, 2, minus 5 point something. So you have to double this number, 2.81, and so you have to rotate it twice. Okay, let's see, but maybe not here because we have 4 with this assets. So once it's okay. Okay, here we have some glitch. I'm going to delete them and we'll start one by one here because it's necessary. And I will start rotating it from here. Okay. I will try with different values to see which is better. So 355, it's not okay. 353. Okay, 351. Not 356 maybe. No, 354. Okay, it has to be this one. Good. Now let's duplicate this. 353 here. Okay. It's fine. Oops. One more. Oops, I didn't duplicate it. 351 here. Okay, that's good. One here. 350 here. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Step by step we will do it. Let's try 351 here. Okay, perfect. If it's not connected exactly next to each other, don't worry, guys. This won't be visible in our render for sure. We're just trying to place it as possible as we can here next to each other, but it's not necessary to be perfect. Okay. No, this one is not correct. Now will be. Maybe. Okay, looks good. Okay, one more here. This is fine. Perfect. One more here. Perfect again. Okay, one more is ready. Let's save, because sometimes it's crashed, so we have to be sure that everything is saved. So one more here. Okay, this time it's time to rotate. Okay, it's not correct here. So one more in greens. Even more. No, that's too much. Okay, good. Let's check. So the car will come from here. So we need more of this barrier here. So let's continue. I'm not going to speed up the videos, guys, because I know that it's not good when you're watching a tutorial or a course where someone is speeding and you can see what the lecturer is doing. So I know it's annoying now, but I will be happy to know that you have everything exactly how it is, and you can see what I'm doing and to do the same stuff on your computer in your project. So if you don't want to see everything what I'm doing now, you just can skip it further in the video and that's it. But I'm not a fan of the skipping, guys, so that's why I'm building this everything in front of you now. Okay, we are almost ready. After that, we are going to copy everything and to place it to the opposite side, so don't worry. Let's see the opposite side. It's fine. It will work for us. Okay. Let's see, maybe one or two more. So I have to rotate now. Okay, perfect. Okay, this have to be three. And now I will duplicate it. Perfect. Let's check now. Okay, I think that's enough. If we need more, we'll add later. So now save. And now let's duplicate everything. So let's see which is the latest and which is the first one. Okay, the the last one is easy. So let's check the first one. Okay, so to the end, okay, everything is selected, and now drag and drop and placing it here. Okay. It's harder now. To make it. Okay, that's okay. Okay, let's place it here. Perfect, let's save now. Save, and let's go to our turn to see is it okay there. If it's okay there, we are perfect. It is. That's nice. So our camera will be here and our drift will start from here, for example. Perfect, guys. So here I'm going to duplicate more of these rocks. Or also what I can do, I can move some of this because it looks okay. Let's see. Perfect. So it will be here. Why not? And I'm going to delete this part, maybe, or no, I'm not going to delete it, but it's not a problem to stay here, I think. Yeah, it's not a problem. Okay, good. Here will be without for some variations. Okay, and here let's put some rocks. Okay, let's see now. Perfect. It looks nice, I like it. Okay, here some rocks as well. Like that. Maybe one of the sides too. Even one more here. And let's check. Okay, this here, to be honest, I don't like this part. We don't need it. Without it, it's okay. We will leave only the wall here. And the wall, we can duplicate it here. That's okay. And now let's click save again. Okay, perfect. So this is everything from this lecture, guys. And the next one, we are going to put some assets around the street. Now I will show you which buildings I choose to place in our cinematic. So I will start. When you're in Sketchfab, you have to write buildings here into the search bar, and they are from this game ready buildings. So the first building is this one. So there are only 3 buildings which we are going to use, and it's this one. And you can download it here for free. So thanks to this guy who is uploading them for free. And to download here the FBX format. And to import it inside the project, as I showed you before. So it's this one, game ready building 5. Okay, building 03 is the second building which I'm going to use. So, yep, again, download 3D model. Here it's a blend file. So I will show you now how to export it when it's a blend file. So this will be a Blender project, the software which already installed you before to make the rig of the car. And yeah. So, okay, now I will close it and we'll continue with other buildings. And we'll show you after that how to extract it from Blender. So let's see for the last one. So it's this one, game ready city buildings. So this is the last building which I'm going to use. And again, download 3D model, and again it's a blend file. Okay, these are our buildings, and now in the next lecture I will show in Blender how to make them. Okay, so for example, we are downloading this one, this building. Blend file, okay. Now let's go inside the folder. We have to unzip it first in source, and you can see there is a Blender project buildings. Now we have to open it, to click twice. And this will be the building which we're going to use. So how to export it from here? You have to select all, or just to click A on your keyboard, and this button is selecting everything as you see now. Okay, and File, Export, FBX, and selected objects, you have to click on it and to choose in which folder you want to export it, maybe on your desktop, on any folder you're using when you're making this project. So it's totally up to you, and to click Export FBX. And this will be FBX format, and you can drag and drop it inside the content drawer of Unreal. So that's it. It's not hard, guys, so I'm sure you can do it. Now let's import the building inside Unreal. I showed you how to import the stuff, but here I will show you how to add the material to your object, because when you're importing something from Sketchfab, it's coming without materials inside, and we have to build the material by ourselves. So I will show you how to do it. So here is our Sketchfab asset folder. Inside I will make a new folder, and it will be new folder 1. And here now let's drag and drop our exported asset from Blender. So here you have to click combine meshes. I think when you make it for first time, here to be disabled. So you have to check it to make it enable and to click import. Oh, now we are ready. And here what we have to do. This is our building, and you can see it's small, but we can, of course, we can scale it from here, and it's only white. So we have to add the materials which are in the pack. So let's go again inside the folder of this Game Ready City Buildings, textures, and here there are 3 textures. So we have to select them and to drag and drop as well inside the project in the content jar folder. And now you can see, so the building is coming with one material, this Atlas white material on the left side. So let's, okay, one of this stuff, it's missing. I will fail to import. Why it's failed? Maybe because we have it here already, that's it. I imported it before. I will move it here. Okay, it's not possible. Okay, I will use it from here. It's not a problem. So let's go here. Let's open this material, and you can see it's a white color only. So I will delete this one. We open the content drawer and we'll start drag and drop all of these textures inside the material. So this is a metalness. So we have to click on this RGB and to connect it to the metallic here. So after that, let's see this. Here it's roughness. So we have to connect it with the roughness here. And now content drawer, the Atlas first. This is the basic color, and we have to connect it with the base color here. And now let's click save. Let's close it, and now you can see we have a material on our building. Perfect. And now we can place it somewhere here, for example, to scale it a lot. And from here you can see there's a big building outside the layer, and it looks good inside our cinematic. So this is how you can add the materials to your object from SketchUp. Anytime you're downloading something from SketchUp, you have to do this with the material, because they are coming with the light material only. It's really rare to find an asset which is only and directly with the materials from the preview in SketchUp. So this is the way. And for the other buildings, for the other assets which I showed you, this building and this one too, you can see here it's the same. So you have to make the materials to place these textures inside, to save it, and just to when you're inside your building, for example, you have to come here, for example, to find your material here, Atlas, and to click the arrow here and to change it with this one. And that's it. I'm pretty sure you understand me, guys. So, and you will do it without any problems. And that's it for the materials. Okay, I will show you now how to texture some of your assets, which I will upload to the content files. So here, let's drag this one. Okay, I will scale it a bit. I will decrease the size just to see better here. Okay, also this traffic lamp like that, and this crane here. So they have good materials here, but to be easier for you, I will show you how to texture them really fast. So first, let's take this one. Let's go inside Quixel now. Oops. Quixel content, and let's write metal here. So let's choose the material of auto lamp, for example. Let's find 3D plant surfaces collections. Okay, let's write steel. And maybe this one, steel gray. Okay, no, I think this one will be better. Or something different, let's say. Okay. Then, okay, this one, let's click download. Okay. Maybe this one too. I'll add first this. Okay, it's already in our project. This one, it's already in the project. Here, concrete. Let's find a concrete material for the building. Maybe this one, or let's take this one. Also, this is fine. Now we have to wait until they're ready. Okay. This one, it's almost ready. And now it's time to add it to our project. Okay, click add. And now let's add the materials to our object. So first, let's go to Megascans folder, surfaces, and here is the steel. So click on the material and let's add it to our lamp, for example. So our lamp is textured. So it looks good. Only one material. Okay, let's see, dirty concrete wall. I will add this to the building. So here, like that, and here also. So what I'm going to do, I will open the material. We'll make a different tiling. So let's see how it looks with the scale tiling. So let's try 0.3 here, 0.3, and the building it's fine. But I think this is not the correct material which we can use. So maybe another material, concrete too, it looks much better because this is more for a floor, not for a wall. Let's see which is for the wall. Okay, this is for the wall. So let's add this. I will wait to download it. And here, let's add the metal material to this crane. Okay, where is it? We can also add this metal material here. Or you can choose any material you want. Any other metal material. For example, let's write metal here into the search bar. And here I have a lot of materials. Most of them you have by default when you create your projects. So I will add here, for example, this material or this one. Okay, let's change it. It looks good, I think. Or let's try this one. Something more colorful. For example, let's see this silver color. Okay, and here for the concrete, let's check for a concrete. Okay, we have a couple of, maybe, let's see, this one, this one. Let's go inside. Okay. And here is the tiling. I will make it 0.5 here, 0.5 here too. And now it looks much better. So you can add any material you want to your assets, guys. It will look also good inside the render because the focus is on our car. It's not on the buildings, on the sites and the other assets. They're just a helping tools. And of course, if you want, it's not necessary to use this stuff here. I'm just giving you them to use it if you want. Now it's time to add all of the assets around to have better details in our cinematic and to look better. So I will keep this building here. I am going to duplicate it, for example, to the opposite side, like that. Maybe I will rotate it a bit. Okay, something like that. Let's see from here. Because we won't see from this side of the level, it will be only from the street. So it looks perfect. So let's see how it looks inside Path Tracer. Okay, we have some lens flares from the sun. We'll remove them. Okay, perfect. So let's continue here. Now let's take the other buildings, which I showed you. So this one, we have to scale it. So this one, the pivot is not accurate, but okay, even bigger, 100. Okay. I'm moving directly from the details. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Okay, this one. Again, duplicating, now rotating. Let's see. It looks nice. Now it's time for the third building. Scaling it. Okay, it's inside. This is a big building. Okay, here more space. Okay, this one. Here, I will duplicate to make twice them. Okay, this one here. And here. Here bigger. Rotation. Add here. Perfect. Okay, here the pivot is somewhere in the viewport far away, so I'm going to Control-C, Control-V, and we'll just move it from here. Oops. Let's see. Okay, it looks good. Okay, I'm going to add some of the other assets which I'm going to upload. So here we have some construction buildings. Let's see. Okay, during construction, but they're not perfect. I will go to delete it. We won't use this one. Okay, this one. Control-C, Control-V, and moving to the opposite side. Here, for example, we'll add some cranes. Here, like there is something which is still in construction. Okay, rotating. Why not this to be here? It's totally up to you how and where you place them. Okay, there's a lot of construction buildings here in this level. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Let's save it. Now it's time to add the traffic lamps. They will be only on one of the sides, on the left one. Okay, lamp. See, look. They will be here. We'll need more space between them. They won't work, but it will look better to be there. It's more realistic. Okay, this one we will rotate it a bit. Perfect. Now it looks like a real street, guys. We are almost ready. So file, save. Now it's time to add some of the other details from Quixel. So open Quixel. Favorites. And for example, this container. Perfect. Okay, this storage. Perfect, it's inside. Maybe some of this barricades. Okay, good. This metal toolbox, no, they're small. And some of these stop signs. Let's see how they will look like. Okay, now let's check. Let's go here in the beginning. So let's start by adding some stuff here. Megascans, oops. 3D assets. That's okay. So we're adding some construction stuff. Let's say this road is in full construction. Everything will be in construction. So here, small this one, rotate it like that. Okay, some of them will go on the opposite side as well. But somewhere here. Okay. Let's continue. So we will place this one here on tower car. We'll go next to it. It won't hit it for sure. Okay, plastic container. What? It's too small. Let's scale it. It will be here, for example. Okay. Let's see what we have more, stop signs. Okay. The stop sign doesn't look good. So I'm going to delete it. Okay, let's look. Maybe we can add some benches here for the people who are walking around. Why not? So content drawer, Quixel content. Let's look for a bench. Okay, this is the most realistic one, so I'm going to download it and to use it. Okay, until it's ready, I will continue with the other stuff. So here in the beginning, I will leave this assets. Okay. So our car will try to avoid them. Okay, good. So here we lost some details on the ground. That's because we are using a lot of assets and we have to restart our project. So if something like that happens, you have to restart your project and everything will be okay. Okay. Maybe some decals for the holes. We cannot a hole like this is a sign which means danger and there is a hole around, so why not to look for a decal? So decals here, let's see, concrete, maybe here we can look for a hole, damaged concrete. Okay, maybe another one. Have to be darker because our asphalt is darker. Let's see here. No, this one. That's right. Crack. And decals. Okay. Other tree, most street. Let's see street. Stone manhole cover, no. Okay, we can add this debris around, like we have some debris on the street and our car have to avoid them. I will place them in the favorites and this one too, and I will combine them. So okay, let's go in the favorites to add the benches. They have to be ready. Okay, I didn't place them inside the favorite, so first I will add the concrete because it's here. Okay, now let's type bench one more time and to add it. Done it. Okay, perfect. Now let's go here, 3D assets. Let's look for the. So it's here in decals and our debris. Perfect. Our car have to avoid them and to go next to them. And the second one. Perfect. Let's click save. And when we restart the project, everything will look better. Now it looks terrible because we don't have any details on our road or asphalt. Okay, we have to wait until it's ready. Perfect. Let's place the benches now. Maybe to scale them a bit and to copy them. You can decorate your level by yourself only, guys. This is just an example here. Here we have some benches now. Okay, for now, I think this is enough. When we are starting to animate our car, if we need something more, we will add it. But for now, this is perfect. So see you in the next lecture. Now we will look for some decals which will give more detailed view of our road here. So let's come here to Quixel. I will show one more time content here. Quixel content. Collections, maybe no home decals. And let's look which decals will be okay for our level. Let's see, maybe we can add some graffiti, dirt, or which one? I don't know. Why not this? Okay, I'll download it. Okay, I have to sign up. Okay, it's ready almost. Perfect. So let's download this one. I will put it inside favorites. What is this? Another one. Maybe this one. Okay, download on this one. So we have some painted bike lane signs. Let's check them. Okay, I will take this one as well. This one. Okay. Here we have more graffiti. Let's take a look on this one. Okay, why not? Download. Perfect. Now let's look for some stuff for the asphalt. This is too bright. Maybe some metal plates. Why not this one? I will take it. Here we have a crossing wall. Okay, let's download them too. The good thing of the decals are they're downloading really fast because they're not heavy. We have another stuff here. Okay. Damaged lines. Okay, maybe this one will be okay. Download this metal manhole cover. It's okay. I think this is enough. Let's go. I won't put them inside our renders. I just want to show that it's possible to add this stuff and maybe it will looks better. So let's do it with you now. We'll see. I will decide if to keep them for the renders. Okay, I have a lot of bullshit here in my favorite library. So first I will add this decal here to my project. Perfect. This one. This. Okay. And this graffitis. Okay. And also this. Where is the hole in the ground? Okay, it's here. Okay, I didn't download it. Really? I thought I clicked on it. Okay, it doesn't matter. I will download it now. It's fast. Okay, and add this one as well. Okay, now it's time to add them. So content drawer. And here, megascans, decals, and let's see. We have some rocks here from before. We don't need them. So these concrete holes, you can see, you can place them here somewhere. So holding Alt and right button of your mouse, you can duplicate it. You can see, you can add a lot of details to your level, guys. Also, you can rotate them. You can also scale them if you want to make them smaller. And you have better look on your road, which is nice. Okay, let's add now some graffiti here on the wall. Okay, in the wall, there is a problem in the wall. Let's see. So graffiti, we have to rotate them maybe. So let's click that to 90. And now they will fit perfect. Some graffiti. Here we have more space. And let's decrease the scaling. Perfect. We have this graffiti now on our walls here. Okay, also we can add the second graffiti. Again, don't forget to rotate them. Perfect. And like that. You can see how natural and realistic looks these decals, guys. You can add the decals, of course, you want in your level. It's totally up to you. I'm just showing you how to do it. I won't do it for the wall level because we have a lot of stuff here. And if I place everything inside, it will take a lot of time. So now let's see what more we have painted. So you can add this bike decals here to show that there is a place for bikes, for example. Why not? It's almost invisible, but this is the decal, so we can't make anything else. Okay, painted. This is for the crossing walk here. Can place it here to duplicate it here like that. One more time here, and you can, for example, delete this stuff here to have a space for the people to cross. We have to think for all of the details when we are making cinematics. Okay. And I will bring everything back because I won't use this crossing walk, but if you want, you can do it. Okay, I will keep it for now. I will delete it after. Let's see again, this person who is on the, on the ground, who it's showing us that it's allowed to cross, for example. Roll debris, I won't need them rolled. And these manholes, you can add a lot of manholes because it's normal to have manholes here on the road, guys. So you can place here on the middle or somewhere else on the left on the right side. It's up to you. So do this stuff before the animations and the cameras. Yeah, this is how you can use the decals. Okay, everyone, in this section, I'm going to introduce you the sequencer and the cameras, how they work, how to animate them, and to be ready to animate our cinematic with the car. So for this case, I will use this map, Beach P. And here now I will show you all of the cameras and tools which we can use to make the animations and to look realistic. So first, okay, now we are in our level, and now let's add the first camera. So you have to come here and to click cinematic and cine camera actor. So this will be our first camera inside the viewport. And here on the right corner, you can see how is it through this camera. So you can do it from here as well. So perspective, cinema, camera actor from here, and now you can move the camera and to see through the camera. And for example, this is the view of our car like that. Okay, now we don't have any focus, but now let's add some focus. Okay, so how to add focus? You have to come here to details, and here is the current aperture, and we have to extend it. The maximum is 22. So now we have the perfect focus everywhere in our scene. So if you want to have the perfect photo focus everywhere, you have to make it 22 here. Okay, let's see how it looks like through a path tracer. Okay, it looks good. It looks okay. Let's zoom out a bit just to check from the top. Okay, not bad. Okay, good. Where are our parking lines? Maybe we delete them. I don't know. Yeah, they're not here. Very strange. This is a level where they have to be inside. Okay, so now we are see through the camera. So if you want to switch it, just click somewhere here after that perspective, and now you are not inside the camera. Okay, we can do it without the lines. It's okay. And yep. Okay, let's continue to the camera. So perspective again, cine camera actor. Let's rotate the camera straight to our car, and here we can choose our camera, which camera to use. So for example, I'm using this one, 16:9 DSLR, and it's realistic, and here you can change the sensor width and height. So it's totally up to you how you want to be your viewport of the animation and of your camera. I will bring it back to 36 by default. And we have a focal length. So this is the focal length. You can see what we are doing with our camera. Yes. Okay, so let's check what we have here. So we have a focus setting. So now let's play with the focus a bit, because it's important to know how to use it. So we will click draw debug focus plane here to see where our focus is starting. So let's see where is our debug plane. So it's not here. So we have to move it like that closer. So our focus will start from behind the car, for example. So now let's stop this line here. And now we have to here with the focus mode interspeed, just to move it a bit or to keep the same. And here let's continue to move it. Okay, something like that. And now you can see we are this focusing, blurring the background of the car, also with the car, but now we have to play with the current aperture and with the focus settings. So let's play with these values. Okay, now we don't have any focus here on the barriers, and we have focus on our car. And here you can see it's blurring here where is our sun, so it looks fine. And with these values here, with the manual focus distance and with the current aperture, you can choose from where to start your focus, from where to stop it, and how to mix it together. So use these both values, guys, to practice. And here we have the focal length, which by default has to be 35, I think, something like that. It's totally up to you. You can use it to make interesting effects for your cameras. We will use it when we are building our cinematic. So yeah, let's continue with other stuff here. Let's see if we have something more in the camera here. Crop setting. No. Okay, so this is enough for the camera. Now I will move back to perspective, not through the camera, and now I will show the other stuff which we can use to build a better cinematic. Now it's time to introduce you the sequencer, the main tool for animation and for the cinematics. Okay, so you have to come here and to click add level sequence. And now you have to choose in which folder to place it. For example, I made already a folder which called sequencer, and here inside here I have to choose the name of our sequencer. So this will be our first scene, for example. So I will name it scene 01, for example. And here our sequencer is created. So let's check here in the content drawer again to be sure. And content drawer, okay, we're in the sequencer folder and we have scene 01. Okay, perfect. Now let's open it and let's close the content drawer. And here it's our timeline. Okay, so our timeline is starting from 0 and it's ending at 150. Okay, if you want to extend this timeline to have bigger one, because here are the frames from your animation. If you want your animation, your scene to last longer, you have to come here on the right down side and to write another higher number, for example 0 500. And now by dragging this and stretching it out, okay, and we have to move here to take this red line and to take it, for example, here on 360, for example. And now when we are moving this with the left button of our mouse, we can see which is this frame. So it's 361. Okay, now our timeline it's longer, and we can render more frames and our animation to be longer. But for now, I will bring it back to, okay, I will bring it back here. I just undo older stuff. So I will just make it here 165 like it was in the beginning, and now it's by default here. So the red line always is the beginning, the green line, sorry, and the red line is the ending. So from here you can choose from where to start your animation. Your animation can start from the 30 frame. It doesn't matter, but I will keep it on 0 here. Okay, it's 0, 0, perfect. Okay, now let's add object here in our scene. For example, here, shapes, and let's add a cube. Okay, perfect, we have a cube. Now we want to animate this cube in our level. We have to find it here inside the outliner. Okay, this is the cube. And to drag and drop it inside the sequencer. Okay, our cube already appeared in our sequencer. And immediately you'll see one menu, which called transform. And by clicking this arrow, we'll see location, rotation, and scale settings. Okay, again, one more arrow, and you can see all of the sides, all of the directions which you can move your cube in your scene. Okay, by clicking again the left button of your mouse and drag it on the left and the right side, you can see how we are moving our cube here on the X direction, onto the Y direction, and on the Z direction. Okay, and now how to animate on X direction. For example, we want this to be the beginning place from where our cube will start the animation. So it's minus 648. So let's click here. There is one circle with plus icon inside. Now we have already our first keyframe. Okay, this will be the beginning, the starting place of the animation. Okay, we want now on the frame 60 our cube to move somewhere else on this X direction. So we can move it like that or like that. So I want to be here to minus 334. And now immediately will appear second keyframe. This time we don't have to click here, because when we already have one keyframe, the second will appear by itself. Okay, so now you can see how our cube is moving here from the 0 to frame 60. Okay, that's nice. And here, let's click this play button. And now you can see, okay, but our sequence, it's long, and I want to cut it here, for example. And now our animation will end here and start to repeat it. Okay, our timeline will end here. Okay, perfect, let's start. And now you can see it stopped here because we don't have more keyframes. Here is the end, the red line. Okay, now we want to add another. Okay, I will come here closer from the top, okay, to see better. And here we'll extend it a little bit more, okay, to the same keyframe here at the end, okay, like that. Now the keyframe changed again by itself. We don't have to touch anything. Or if you make it you have to be careful, because sometimes when you are not zooming inside, you can place it here and to think this is the keyframe, but this is not the keyframe. Here it's 59. And now you can add another keyframe here and to have a bug, for example, something like that. Now you can see how it's moving faster here, because it's not smooth, because it's just next to each other, the two keyframes. So sorry. Okay. And here I want to zoom it now inside and to delete it from here. Okay, by clicking the delete button on your keyboard, and now we have a smooth movement of our cube. Okay, now I want to add another keyframe here. So let's see. I want to make the second keyframe to the Y direction from here, and here to make it on this side like that. Okay, now you can see how our path it changed already. Okay, we have this animation now. Okay, we moved it here to the Y direction and we added another keyframe. And that's why we have this changing the direction here in the middle. Okay, we can do the same stuff by the Z direction. So, for example, our Z direction will start from the same place like our Y direction. So, I will add a keyframe here by clicking the plus icon on the Z. And I want to place it here like that to move it up a bit. Okay, you can see how it's going up now. Okay, let's go here from the side to see better. Okay, it's going up and perfect. Okay, here I will move this keyframe here. You can take a keyframe and to move it anywhere you want here, but only on the X place, the X direction here, because the keyframe is for the X direction. Okay, and now I want to bring it back here to the beginning, for example. And let's see what happened. Okay, I just changed everything together, so I will undo it here. It was selected, and that's why we change it. Okay, I will move it back here. Okay, now, and here, I will bring it back like that. Now you can see how we have this path here, which is extended. Okay, and we have this, and here it's moving faster. Okay, I will extend our timeline and to put it here. Okay, and now I want to make it here, for example, see here, to be, okay, like that. So I will add a keyframe here because I want to keep this value here on this Y direction. So between this one and this one will be same, nothing will change. And from here, we'll start moving it like that, for example, and to the end. I will bring it back here to the end. And we have this, and this. Okay. I hope you understood it, guys. Okay, let's continue with the other stuff. So here we have rotation. Let's see the keyframes for the rotation. Okay, let's see what they're doing. So row, it's rowing like that. Okay, pitch, it's on the another way. Okay, and yaw, it's on this way. Okay, let's add a keyframe here. Keyframe here. I will combine this time all of them. And here this will be like that, will be like that, and like that. So let's see our cube, how it's rotating. Okay, it's fast. I want to slow it down. So I will extend the keyframes and we'll move them to the end of our timeline here. And now they will rotate slower because we have a bigger distance between both of the keyframes. So let's start it now. Now you can see how it's rotating. Of course, if you want to change some of them to rotate faster and to stop after that, because here we'll end our rotation on the pitch direction here, and from here to the end of our animation, we want to rotate on the pitch direction. Okay. It's simple. And on the same way, we will make it for our car tires and our car movement. Okay, and we have also for scaling. Okay, now we want to scale it on the X direction again, so I will add a keyframe here. Okay, here I want to extend it like that. Now you can see how it's scaling, and now I want to bring it back to 1 to the end of our animation. So we have this, here it's scaling to 2.578, and here start bringing back by default to 1 to the end of our animation. So let's add another keyframe here. So from here, I want to start another keyframe from here to be the beginning. Here to make it like that, for example, to make it bigger. Okay, you can see closer how it looks. and again to the end to be 1 only. Okay, have this. It looks stupid, but it's a good situation which you can see how things works, guys. Okay, and of course we can make it on Z, so Z will start from here, for example, will end. We'll scale like that here and to the before the end to make it again 1. So you can also click on them and to write a number you want from your keyboard, or drag them with the left button of your mouse. Now you can see what we have. I will click on it to see the path, and we have this. Okay, and you can start it from here to see the whole animation without any lag, without slowness and everything. Perfect. Okay, now it's time to add a camera inside the sequencer to see how it works with camera. Okay, I will delete the cube now. Okay, when you delete something from the sequencer, you won't delete it from the level. But if you delete it from the level, I will bring it back. If you delete it from the level, okay, yes, now here will be red. So the red means something doesn't exist anymore in our level. And you have to delete it, for example, because you won't see anything. Or to bring back the cube with the same name inside the outliner, inside your level. So, okay, now you can see if it's white, it's working. But let's delete it again one more time. If it's red, now nothing will happen here. Okay, now it's time to add a camera. Okay, so here, cinematic camera, cine camera actor. Okay, this will be our camera. I will rotate it to the car to look into our Shelby. And now let's find the camera here. Okay, let's place it here. Perfect. This will be the view when you place your camera inside the sequencer. Here, the camera cuts will appear on the top side of your timeline. And now when you move it, well, nothing will happen because we don't have keyframes of our camera. So here we have the same stuff, transform location. So I will add a keyframe here to the X. Or if you want to add of all of these directions, you will click here location, and this plus icon will add immediately 3 keyframes of any one of these directions. Okay, now I want to, okay, also you can make some movement with your mouse inside the level, and when you click here, for example, now the keyframes with the changes will happen here. And now you can see how our camera is moving inside our level. Okay, let's make some interesting stuff. For example, we want to start from here, like in our trailer. Don't worry, we will make another scene where we will build it perfect. Now I'm just showing you how to make it. Okay, so here, keyframes. By clicking here, this plus icon here, you're adding keyframes to everything inside the transform menu. Everything in location, everything in rotation, and everything in the scale. Okay, so sometimes it's easier when you place all of the keyframes together and after that to start to make changes. So now we have this. I want to make like that here. Okay, or it's still earlier. So here I will start making like that. We'll add the transform menu here. We'll click it. And now we have this, you can see. Okay, good. And now I want to make, for example, this movement of our camera to be here, and again transform to add all of the keyframes inside, and we have this. Let's start now. Perfect, you can see it's fast. If you want to make it slower, you have to reduce it here by writing, as I told you before, something bigger to extend it. That you have to extend this here, because if you don't do it after that, you won't see anything through the camera. So here is the scene from the camera here, and I will extend them like that here in the middle and here to the end, for example. And now we have like 120 frames. This will be the main range which we'll use for our shots. So now let's start it and to see how it looks. You can see it's much faster and accurate. Our presentation of the Shelby. And now let's add again a focus on our camera here to 22, which is the bigger one. Okay, and now we have a focus on our Shelby. Perfect. And we have this camera movement. Also, we can add the keyframes to our current here to the focal length. I will show you. So let's see how it looks, the focal length. Let's increase it. Keyframe here. Okay, focal length is like that, but I want our focal length to bring back by default here 35. Let's see. You can see how it looks. We have some effects inside, or we can make it, let's see how it looks, something like that, for example. And here not to be that much because, okay, something like that. And now we don't have to click again this button because you are on the keyframe, and if you make changes, it will change immediately by itself. Okay, and we have this. Okay, this is much better. Perfect. And if you want to save it, you have to click here. Okay, here you have FPS. So if you work for the studios, most of the time we are working in 30 FPS, which is USA standard, and 25 for European standards. Okay, I will keep it 30. Here I will save it and I will close it now. And content drawer, and here when you click on the sequencer folder, you will find the scene, and when you click it, it will open with all of the things which you're inside, which you created already, and it's now it's through our camera. If you want to stop to be through our camera, you have to come here, and now it's not from the camera. You can see only how the stuff are moving inside our level, how our camera is moving. And by clicking here, again, you'll see through the camera. Okay, another stuff which is important, it's if you have 2 cameras inside the level, or 3 or 4 cameras. So let's add another camera, Cine Camera Acture. So we have another camera here from this angle, for example. Okay, I will place it here like that to be on the backside of the car. So if you want your camera to stop somewhere and to move to the second one, you will come here and you will stretch this, or to cut it here, for example. And from here you want to start the second camera. So plus icon here, new, binding, and here Cine Camera Acture 3. And now you added your second camera inside. And now when you click here to see through the camera, or here, now you can see how it's starting here. Our first camera, it's ending to the 29th frame. And from there, it's starting our second camera. And it's same if you add another camera. So let's add a third one. I think we have already one in our level, but I don't know where is it. So I will add just another one. Okay, Cine Camera Acture again. So this will be from the top, for example. Like that. And here I'll click again, plus icon, and Cine Camera Acture 4. And we have this, you can see. So let's add a keyframe to this camera here. So our camera, our third camera is starting from here. So let's add it inside our sequencer. Okay, it's here, perfect. And okay, I will close this one. Here, if you want to add a transform menu to a camera, if you don't see it, you click the plus icon, transform, and now you have a transform. So let's add location, all of the keyframes again. Now I want to move our camera, so I will click through this camera here, and now I will move like that. And the keyframes will appear here, and I will extend them to the end. And now through this camera, you will see. Okay, now it's time to add some keyframes to the second one. Okay, here, transform. Okay, let's add the keyframes from here to the end. Okay, somewhere here. I will make it this time from here. Okay, and I will place them inside the third camera. they won't do anything to the third camera because it's not into the settings of the third camera. So just going inside, not to stop the animation at the end of the third one. And when you click here, okay, through all of the cameras, you will see this animation. And we have a small movie. This is how the things works with the cameras inside. And of course, you can adjust the focal length of any one of these cameras. So you have to click here and here, camera component, and here will appear, let's see, we have a lot of stuff here. So it's not camera component. I will delete this setting. We'll click here, scene component, let's see. Okay. So it's okay, it's camera component. Okay, let's find from where. Camera component, and let's see the name, it's current aperture. So you're adding them by yourself. So here, okay, current aperture, now we add it. Again here, focal length, and one more time here. You have a lot of settings which you can add inside. For example, camera shake. In the next lectures, I will show you how to make also camera shake for your level, because it's important for the cinematic look. You have a lot of stuff, but we won't use most of them, only current aperture and focal length here. And focus settings too. And that's everything, I think, for the sequencer, guys. We will learn more during our scenes with the Shelby inside the level on the highway. So see you. What's up, everyone? In this lecture, I'm going to show you one tool which is really important in Unreal and for the cinematics. So let's start by adding a camera inside our scene. So here, cinematic, and it's Cine Camera Acture. So okay, our camera, it's in the level, perfect. And here we can see how it looks through our camera. Okay, what I want to do now, I want to click again here, to click cinematic, and let's see which one first. Camera Rig Rail. So this is the tool, one of the main tools which we are going to use when we are animating our car. So I will place it here on the ground, and now I will show you how to extend it. Okay, first, now this is the beginning of our Rig Rail. And now let's click here. You can see there is one point on the left side. So when you click on this point, the pivot will move to this point. And now we can make corrections on this point. So if you drag here the red direction, the X direction, we can extend it and to make it longer. But it's the same part of this Rig Rail. So you have to hold Alt on your keyboard, and again Alt and left button of your mouse, and now you are making another point. So I will delete it back and will bring it back to the previous view. So now when you move this, you can see how it's moving in every direction. If you move it like that, and we have this, which is not the perfect one. Okay, again undo, and now I want to extend it a bit, and to hold Alt now and left button of your mouse to make another frame here, another edge. And now when you click here, you can move it like that. And now we have this slight turn here in our Rig Rail. And now we can place our camera here and to move it smoother, because without this edge here, without this point, everything was sharper. And it's, of course, it's possible to use it. It depends on your project and how you want to be your camera. But in our case now, we need smoother movement. So yeah, okay, now let's continue. So let's add more points here. For example, here one more point. Okay, like that. We can bring it up a bit. Now you can see from here, it's like a roller coaster. And one more here on this side. Perfect. Okay, we have something like a glitch here, so let's fix it a bit. I will extend it like that, and now we don't have this glitch here in the edge of our Rig Rail. Okay, one more time. So let's make our recreo around our car just to see how it looks. Okay, one more here, one more here, oh, one more here, and okay, something like that, and like that will be perfect. And of course we can rotate the points. So by clicking this rotation tool here and making something like that, we can make rotation of our points and to fix our recreo to looks better. And now it's time to place the camera on this recreo to move with it. So here is the beginning of our recreo. So let's take this camera here, and with the moving tool, let's move it to the recreo here, the beginning, and let's place it perfect. It's not necessary to be perfect, but here, just to show you, we will make it perfect. Okay, so now it's here, and now it's time to rotate it 90 degrees, and again here and here. Perfect. Now it's just on the beginning of our recreo. Now what we have to do, we have to take our camera here from the outliner. We have to find our Cine Camera Acture, to take it and to place it on the camera recreo like a parent asset. And now you can see it's like a folder of our recreo. Okay, let's find it. So let's click on the recreo now. And here we have current position on reo. So clicking left button of your mouse and moving it on the left and the right side, and you can see how our camera is moving on the path of the recreo. But now it's just moving on the path. It's not moving with the turns. If we want to move the camera with every turn we have here in our recreo, we have to come here to lock orientation to reo, to click on it, and now our camera will move. Now you can see here is the difference, how it's moving with every turn and rotating with them, and it looks much better. Okay, perfect. Now let's go here and to see better through our camera view, and now we can see how it looks. Okay, it's not perfect. We want now the camera to follow our car, for example, to follow the center of our car. So how we can do it? Let's switch to perspective again, because I don't want to be through the camera. Okay, and now let's click on our camera. So here we have current camera settings, and here we have walk at tracking interp speed, and here acture to track. So you have to take this pick acture, and now to pick the asset you want your camera to follow. So for example, we want to follow our Shelby. So let's click on the Shelby. Okay, perfect. And now camera recreo, and now, okay, it's still not following our Shelby. Let's see why. Okay, Shelby, and we have to click enable walk on tracking, and now we'll follow our Shelby, guys. Okay, let's come here to camera recreo, and now look, you can see how it's following our middle of the car, our center, and it's much better. And if you want to focus, okay, let's again switch to our camera. Okay, let's see. Okay, if we have a bigger distance between the car and the recreo, the view will be better. So let's do it. Okay, here, and let's take the points, for example. Okay, something like that. Okay, and now let's see again through our camera, and let's move it. Okay, now it's perfect. It's not okay here, it's okay, it's really close here. I'm going to move it away. Okay, now it's through our camera, it's focusing on our car, and where through our camera we can't move in our scene because it's locked to our car. So you have to switch to again to perspective. Okay, something like that. This is cinematic view. Let's click default view. Okay, and now let's move this point away from our car. And now let's check. Okay, now it's not going through our car. Perfect. Now let's click on the camera, here and to adjust the focus, because now the focus it's bad. And if you want to add a full focus on our Shelby, first let's make it here DSLR, for example, and here, as I told you, here have to be current temperature to maximum, which is 22. And now let's switch to Cinema Camera Action View, and now again to Camera Recreo. And here let's move, and now we have a perfect focus on our car. And we have this movement in our scene. So the Recreo, we can attach everything to this Recreo, for example. Now I will show you how to attach, for example, the Shelby on this Recreo, because we will do it to make the cinematic. Okay, I will stop it now, perspective. Okay, now it's time to attach the Shelby to this, here, to this, the beginning of the Recreo. So I will bring it back, the Recreo from the beginning, so to 0. And now I will delete this camera from here. I don't need it anymore. Now I will take the Shelby, we'll move it here, for example. We'll take it and we'll place it here to Camera Recreo, like a parent asset. And now to Camera Recreo, again, we're moving our Shelby on the roller coaster. Okay, so let's rotate it like that a bit. Okay, not the Camera Recreo, only the Shelby. Okay, like that, and here again, and now it's following the turns. So this is how we will make the animation of our car in our course, guys, with this tool. Okay, see you in the next lecture. Okay, guys, now it's time for the next tool. So again, let's place a camera in our level. Cine Camera Actor from here, again here, Cinematic and Camera Crane. So I will show you how to use this crane. It's like into the Hollywood scenes, like how they're filming the movies with the big cranes, which are attached to the cars on the platforms. So for example, we have this crane here. Okay, let's look at it. Here we have crane pitch, crane yell. So let's see what is doing this crane pitch. It's moving up and down. Okay. And crane yell, it's left and right. And crane arm length, it's to extend the length of this crane. Okay, perfect. And now what we can do, let's attach this camera to our crane, for example, the same way how we did it into the Recreo before. Okay, here, let's see. It's not necessary to be perfect to the crane. It will be on the place where when it's now, for example, and when we attach it, it will stay here, but we won't move, for example. Okay, I will place it like that. I want to be a little bit on the which is on the right side. Okay, so okay, now it's time to put it like a parent object here again. And now let's click on the camera crane, and here let's move it. And now you can see how is the view here from our camera. Okay, perfect. And we have also left or right. Okay, now what I want to do, I want our camera to follow again our Shelby. So let's click here on the camera, Cine Camera Actor, here in details again, and this big actor, and to click on the Shelby and enable look at tracking. Now our camera will again follow the center of the Shelby. So now you can see how it's following the Shelby. Okay, it looks good. We have really nice animation. Of course, we can make all of these animations only with the keyframes and with the camera inside the sequencer. But when we have these tools, it's a little bit faster, and sometimes it looks better, and you don't have to place a lot of keyframes and to do it by yourself with your hands and to think where to place any keyframe to look like that. With these tools, everything happens faster and easier when you are in a delay or something like that. Okay, crane yell here in our case it's not working, but we have this crown arm length. So I'm looking now here on the right center, so you can take a look here, guys, how it looks. Okay, you can make really nice animations with your camera from here. And again, clicking Cinema Camera Actor, and to make it, it's not necessary to be DSLR. We can make it super 16 millimeters, or I don't know, let's see, IMAX 70 millimeters, something like that. And again, our camera recrane will work, but from this side of view. Okay, I will make it by default to DSLR because we are inside, and we'll move a bit this crane like that. And okay, of course, we can combine both of these tools inside by placing and clicking on this and placing the camera recreate, of course. Okay, our crane is still here, but now we have the recreate, and we can add, of course, a second camera inside our level. It's not forbidden to add second camera, guys. You can do it, or it's up to you. You can use 2 cameras, 3 or 4 cameras. It's totally up to you, or just to use 1 camera and to make different sequencers. Okay, what is the sequencer? I will tell you in the next lectures. It's important to know it, and I will show you exactly how to deal with the settings inside the sequencer and how to make keyframes animations of objects, because we will use it. See you. Okay, it's time to start by animating our first cameras on our first scene. Okay, let's add our camera again. Cinematic, cine camera actor. So here we won't use camera recreate or crane. We use only keyframes. Okay, now it's time to make the sequencer. I'm going to delete this same from the previous time. We will make a new one from the beginning. Okay, add a little sequence. Okay, in the same folder, so it will be small letters. Okay, scene 01. This will be the naming of our scenes. So save. Okay, and it's time to add our camera inside. So here we will have only a camera inside, and I will move it like that. Okay, I will make it here, as I told you, DSLR. I want to be DSLR, and I want here to be our final position of the view of our car. So I will add a keyframe here, for example, to 0.20. I will cut this timeline a bit, and here to the transform menu, we'll add a keyframe to the end first, because here, this is the ready position of our car. So from here, I want to be the end of the car, the end of the animation. So here, I will add all of the keyframes, and now it's time to animate it from the beginning. So I want our car to start something like that, for example. Okay, now location, and I will move it. Okay, this happens because we already have a keyframes here, guys. Okay, what I will do here, I will see from where to move it. Okay, back even more, and now to rotate it, not like that. Okay, to be like that, and I will add the keyframes. Perfect. And let's see. You can see it looks nice. Let's start from the beginning. Perfect, just like in the trailer in the beginning of our course, but here we don't have any focus. So what we have to do here, we have to deal with this manual focus distance here and with the current aperture, guys. So how you can do it? So we want to keep it here to be this focused. So I will place here a keyframe from the beginning, here as well, and here will be without any focus. So I want from here still not to have any focus. So I will click here to be this focused. I will add the keyframes again, and from here to start to fixing the focus. So here will be 22 at the end, and our car will be with a better focus. So you can see we don't have any focus here, and from here start to visualize better.